customization and gameplay of the BMW I8 Roadster. What's going on? My name is Sid and welcome back to a channel that is making a video on the new Elite Bundle. Yes, the new Elite Bundle is out. It's Elite Bundle some number. And yes, I have my crew mug ready. As we go in here, check out the i8 Roadster. It's very early in the morning for me, but we're going to hop into the game. And also, welcome to the channel if you're new. But the new Elite Bundle's out. We got the BMW i8, the Corvette convertible in hypercar, a Corvette in hypercar, and a Renault touring car, because why not, I guess. But the one we're going to be looking at today is the BMW i8, and you would have already seen a teaser for this video. If you become a member, head down there, click join. You get stuff back from becoming a member. It would be appreciated. You know, you get emotes, you get teasers for videos way earlier than the videos come out. You get the rank in the Discord server, which, speaking of, the links are always in the description to the Animosity Podcast Discord server and Shorts channel. Check all of those out, click all of them, go over to all of them. But without further ado, let's go into the game with BMW i8 Roadster. Yes, here it is. Of course, I was admiring my not owned cars. Of course, the 3 Summit cars and then these things. We're going to be buying the bundle, I guess, to start off the video. Now, if you're watching this on the day that the video came out, then today I'm also going to be making a video on the Corvette, and then also going to be doing a stream of the Midnight Run Summit, and then tomorrow I'm going to be doing a video on the Renault. So check those out also. And here we go. The mist is kind of setting the mood, but there's the Corvette. Not the i8 there. Instead, it's the Rift mocking me. But here we go, the bundle. Now, I've heard it's around the 2 million range, is what I've allegedly been led to believe. Not that I've allegedly been led to believe it. I've somehow, load time, it works in some way, and it's okay. It's not that bad. 1.6. I have enough anyway. The i8 Roadster. Let's buy them. Here we go. My alarm is going off, it's that early. But there we go, that's now purchased. We've got those cars. They're now in our possession, in our inventory. However, I can never seem to find them in the pause menu whenever I try and look for a new car. Not to mention, taking them for a test drive. I can imagine it would be expensive. It's a BMW i8, especially a bit more expensive than, you know, say a Camaro ZL1 Rift Edition. Okay, I was on the i8, but I don't know where it's disappeared to. Apparently I'm looking at a Mercedes now. What has happened? Here we go, we found the i8 and we waited for it to load in, and now let's take this thing for a test drive. Here we go, the BMW i8 Roadster. Now I can't lie, when I saw that this thing it's very, like, it's bulky is what it looks like. When I saw that this thing was the 2020 version, honestly, this thing is, that just proved to me how dated this thing is. Honestly, you could have told me this was the same one from like 2016, and I would have taken your word for it. It's also pitch black right now, but you can more or less make out the car. Now, I thought this thing was electric only, but apparently, I assume it's also hybrid because it's in the crew, and electric cars can't be in the crew. So I assume this is the hybrid version, or maybe I doubt there's a full. I'm pretty sure the i was meant to be the whole, like, electric only stuff, so I'd assume that this is electric. I don't know what I'm waffling about, but I mean, it doesn't have the widest of wide bodies, and it's a hybrid. I don't think it's going for any kind of place at fastest street car anytime soon, but while we're here, I think we might as well go into. The engine sounded nice, I can't lie. The engine sounded very nice, but let's go into customizing this thing. Here we go. Hey, you never know. By the end of this, I might actually sound slightly awake. Hey, but if I film this later, what? I gotta catch this before the maintenance, and I can't lie. Visual parts are there. I'm hesitant. No actual way. They've given us full well, I say full. The star seems to just be digging a hole in the bloody bonnet. They've actually given us customization. Okay, you know what? It's not a lot, but they've actually given us customization. I'm baffled. I'm baffled, bamboozled, yet still merely intrigued. Huh? But like I said, of course, there is a maintenance coming up, and you can give it a roof, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna give it a roof. I prefer the roofed cars, I just do. I just do. I'm not a fan of the convertibles in this game. And honestly, I can't lie. The only other place I really know the i8 from is Need for Speed. And in Need for Speed, is that quad exhaust? What has that done? Is that just the splitters? Then it's literally just a splitter. Okay, we're done with the visual customization. Not even a wide body. There's no way the Crew 2 missed out on a wide body on this thing. Oh my. I'm actually ashamed in that. Let's see if there's any good liveries just yet, because I can't imagine there would be. That's better than it should be. I'm not going to lie. That's honestly a lot better than it probably should be. I can see a good Liberty Walk livery on this. I can. I really can. I can't lie. Like, they're not even laughably bad, the liveries on this car at the moment. They're just this is clearly just a livery he made on some other car that he's just imported. Okay. I might have lied about some of them not being laughably bad. Oh, let's go into this, because what official colors are there? I mean, those aren't the worst, I guess, but the color I'm kind of vibing with is, I thought it was this, but now that I'm looking at it, that looks kind of bad. I mean, the blue is an i8 color, is it? No, it's like the color of the i8. I kind of just said what I meant by the end there, but I don't actually know which color to even go with for this thing. Do we keep it a stock color, but then go for an official Ubisoft livery? I'm not even sure at this point. I'm not gonna lie, the silver looks better than anything else probably could. I'm leaning towards this. It's a bit more out there. It's not a color scheme I normally go with, but like the silver, or I guess it's gray at this point really, mixed with the blue, or maybe just a deep blue like that. If we go deep blue like that, and then we'll look through some official... have they... Huh, nice! Nice! After a very, like, painfully long wait for PlayStation, presumably, or something to fix itself, we're now back into the game. And like I had said previously, we are going to go look for any resemblance of a mediocre at best livery. I can't lie, for a car that has like, you know, separate bits that are specifically black as opposed to the normal stock color, it allows for, it's got a lot of room for liveries to be applied on, and I can imagine it'll be good for that fact that it's basically a canvas. Actually, no, I take that statement back. All that means is more room for this game's community to make more anime liveries. I can't lie, this one's kind of cool. It's simple, it works, it fits. Okay, what are you gonna do? Sue me? Go on, sue me. Now, I guess I won't tell you how those tires kind of work. Instead, I guess I'll tell you how I'm going with neons instead. Oh, are you feeling low polys? I don't think low polys are the shout. Low polys probably not the shout. Being able to see the car would be a big shout. Not gonna lie. There we go, some neons. They're simple. They're simple. What smoke are we going with? I'm thinking prismatic. Obviously, lightning would make sense because the neons, because you know the lightning neon combo. But when if you got prismatics, you're gonna use prismatics. Okay, that's kind of simple. But boost wise, when there's nothing else to use, when in doubt, use not stock nitro. That's for sure. I don't know, we'll use firework. Firework's always a good shout, but where is my car then? Oh my god, this game is actually, ah, nice, it goes back to the car if I preview an underglide. That's really helpful. That's actually so helpful. I can't believe how helpful that is. That is absolutely tremendous. We're gonna go with the blue, but there we go, we gotta put it on. No topper, and I think that's clear because it's not technically got a roof all the time. I just put a roof on it because I prefer it with a roof, but that is the BMW i8 Roadster, fully customized. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like it. Originally, I was skeptical because this car as a whole, I'm not really a fan of the looks. But we've got customization for it. And you know what? Regardless of what car they're adding, no matter what spec, no matter what, if it's a car with customization, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. No matter if it becomes irrelevant within like 2 seconds, I couldn't care less. If it's got customization, at least it's something interesting to the game. But while we're here, let's get some parts on this thing. There we go, now it's got parts on it, and I might have switched hands there. I don't actually remember which hand I did that transition with just then, but, you know, we move. Of course, there's 2 new events, one Pro Racing and one Rallycross. However, those aren't new events, they're just reskinned events from before that they've just changed the spec on. So I'm not even going to get started with half of that. Of course, as we do on the channel, let's first of all take this thing into an agency event. Of course, stick around till later in the video to when we put this thing into a street race. But honestly, I can't lie, this thing is better than I thought. It's obviously it's a weird one because I do this basically every new car video as I bring up the debate of, is it gonna be relevant at all once it's gone from the game. In fact, I'll leave this to once we're actually in the event. And I mean, here we finally got in here, but there we go. There's the low polys, the firework, vanity crazy. Here we go. It looks quite cool. It does look quite cool. But yeah, the question is to be brought up really is, how much relevancy is this car gonna have at all after this? I mean, I'll probably bring it up in the next 2 videos on this full Elite bundle, but because it is a relevant question often. And I bring this up on stream as well. Who remembers that the Jeep Moab's in the game, that the Land Rover Defender's in the game? They're cars that just kind of get added. And yes, they're fun. Yes, I do still drive them sometimes in PvP. But outside of that, that's all they are. However, the same ends of the debates can be brought up is the fact that at least they're getting new cars. Because every single new car they get is another tick on that roster, and just kind of adds that little bit extra to the name of the Crew 2. It's the Crew 2 that does have the i8 Roadster, the Crew 2 that has a Corvette hypercar. Oh, I don't even know how I managed that, but we moved. Let's actually see what the interior looks like on this thing. I didn't even start giving it a gander. I mean, I'd probably take a wild guess and say it looks like perhaps a BMW i8's interior, but you know, that's just a theory, a crew theory. Not a lot of exhaust options. Now, I can't lie, it's just a shame. It's a shame that Need for Speed get to do to this car what they fancy. Now, I've heard a lot of that game is mods, realistically, as far as I'm aware. But I've seen some beefed up i8s in Need for Speed, but then the Crew is having to deal with just this, and I assume that's more of a BMW decision. Of course, the Crew still doesn't really have that kind of that same oomph that Forza has. Need for Speed is a stinky game, but Forza, like, goated, differently goated, and it's gonna take a while for the Crew to get that. But the more car licenses they build up, the better it'll be. But let's go into a street race, and here we are. Gallardo competitor? No. I mean, who am I to say, actually? Who am I to say? I mean, when it comes to something like the Gallardo or the RA, they're differently goated, you know, and they don't even have a wide body. Often it's the wide bodies that make cars overpowered, like the Magma Edition and the subtle little, you know, boost that it has. But this thing, you know, what's really gonna have to happen is we're just gonna have to wait and see. Like, that's honestly the best we could do, is just sit about and give it a gander every now and then to see whether, I don't know, all the sweats are using it. Keep at least your left eye on the leaderboards while this thing's lurking about is all I'd say. But at the moment, it's not Gallardo level turning. Now, of course, that can be maybe sorted out with some pro settings. Same with the, you know, it's not like R8 level stability either. It's definitely a clean car to drive. It's not spinning out anytime soon. Like, it's sophisticated round turns. If you're not an utter buffoon playing the game with 3 thumbs and a fucking eye closed, you can handle the car. This car is like, handling wise, it's the suit and tie of handling, but speed wise and capitalizing on that handling, I'm probably not the guy to ask. I mean, if I just try and go in a race line here, I say a race line, what I mean is like a POV, I'm sweating in PvP. It's not the worst. It just seems like I'm coming out of turns really slow. And that's kind of a sacrifice of being such a sophisticated turner. Because, well, the Gallardo and R8, yes, they're fast. However, I wouldn't call their turning sophisticated at all. I'd call their turning, like, literally being sat on a trigger with, like, 0 dead zone, fully automatic, is what the turning is for that thing. As soon as you even, like, tickle the left stick with even a slight breeze to one direction, you're going that direction now. Like, you've forfeited all rights to go any other direction. This thing, it's a clean racer. It's a clean racer for now, at least. Now, maybe some pro settings could fix that. However, they don't really do too much beyond, you know, it needs a good base to work with pro settings. But this thing is, yeah, it feels very suit and tie racer. It's good. It maybe for like a new player, quite a good car. You got to slow down quite a lot for the turns because it is such a clean and cut car kind of thing. Looks wise, it's a big thumbs up from me. I can't lie. Lack of wide body, disappointing. Bit of a big disappointment, can't lie. But what are you gonna do? It's the crew. I doubt the Corvette has a wide body. Like yeah. Since the 3000 GT, we haven't really gotten a car now that I can think that has any kind of good customization now that I think about it. The frames are dying right now, but yeah, the 3000 GT was probably the last car that we had added that had like insane levels of customization. This is good levels of customization, but honestly, I'd actually go as far as to say, this thing is like honestly the same as its handling. It's the most sophisticated customization there is. It's just the little outlines and the little, you know, the splitters and the fenders. It's so clean and cut that it's just kind of boring. Like, if you want to drive it, you can drive it. I wouldn't, like, I'll probably use it in PvP a fair bit. It's quite nice. It handles nice. It turns well. It would be a safe car to drive. However, it's like having, like, buttered toast every single morning of your life. Which is the analogy I'm going to end this video on. To be honest. Of course, a thank you to the popular members. A special thank you to the star member, I'm on delay. And an even bigger, unmatched thank you to Icon member for the love of life. This guy. But that is about it from me. That was the BMW i8 Roadster. I hope you did enjoy this video because I enjoyed making it. Do check out the videos on the Corvette, and the Renault will be out tomorrow. My brain did kind of lag there. It's the outro. So hey ho. In a bit. My heart spills, so I'm cleaning up a mess, yeah. Gotta go to church, feel the demons at my neck, yeah. When I'm on a pill, I be feeling like I'm blessed, it's a curse. When I'm on the drugs, I'm the worst, shawty. Tell me how it feels, tell me does it hurt. Tell me if it's wrong when I'm lifting up your shirt, shawty. Tell me if it's real, or would you leave me in the dirt? Money can't